Basketball returns to the historic Teisinger Gymnasium here in Central South Carolina as the end of the four-game homestand set to commence against the Mid-Atlantic Christian Mustangs, who are facing the home defenders of the Southern Wesleyan University Warriors. Coming off the first loss over the course of the past 3 games, they protected the home court well, but King, out of the Conference of Carolinas, got the better of them by a final score of 91-82. It was another historic night for number 23, Jaquay Randolph. Another double-double in his pocket, his 12th of the season. He's the player to watch here on the Conference Carolinas digital network. And then you look towards the side of the Mustangs, who are still without their star guard, Andre Bowles. But they've had someone else really step up and take the plate in the scoring regime, and that is number 4, Shepard. Take a look out for him in the bright orange and green. He's going to be the all-star, averaging close to 11 points per game as we see the former Newberry Wolf, Bobby Taylor, from out wide. Really going to want to get him going early. He was phenomenal against Bob Jones. 21 points, his season high. Is this one handed right over by another star for this Wesleyan team, and that is Will Little. As Shepard goes from coast to coast, he'll take that one for 2. And the Mac Mustangs off to a quick start. My name's Colin Calvert. Glad to have you here live with us on the Conference Carolinas digital network, where you can find all of the best Conference Carolinas matchups. And basketball is big here in this conference. It's pretty wide open. And wide open was the likes of Zephyr, who has been playing some of his best basketball as of late. Back-to-back games, 20 points apiece. He's none other than elite. We'll see the big man Tyus Williams out of Lauderdale Lakes, Florida. Take a leaping dive. Looked like he hit his head up against the Southern Wesleyan black padding there in the back. Hopefully all is well with him. Williams shooting 68% from the charity stripe this season. He's been in a bit of a slump as of late. 1 for 13. Not from the free throw line, but from field goal range. So hopefully just seeing himself at the line, make a few here and there, can get him back into the groove that he was in. And that was after a 30-point elite showcase against Greensboro. And then the slump kind of happened. But I might as well make this clear for you, ladies and gentlemen, watching now, that this is the first time that Mac has seen the court since the 20th of December. It's been close to now 22 days since this team has seen live game action, since they've seen themselves playing an opposing squad that's not their practice team. So this is big. This is a showcase of, hey, will the heart grow fonder with distance? Will we be better after a bit of time away? Because last time they were out, it was not the prettiest sight. It was a 40-point loss to North Carolina A&T. On the way, Taylor to Will Little, one of the stars of this Wesleyan team. Talked about him earlier in the bright pink shoes, as Josh Parker, the former Toccoa Falls Eagle, looking to get active from out wide. He's a 3-point machine. As he kicks it out to another 3-point machine, Taylor looking to sink it from deep. That one won't go. SWU yet to get on the board, and it's been close now to 2 minutes. From the top of the key is Williams, hands this one back off to Rogers. Here he goes for mid-range, looking to work on Parker. Similar size there between the two smaller guards. That'll be a nice matchup to watch. The quick trigger 3, Wilco Shepard gets it going from both ends. Not only is he elite from down low, but from out wide. So already 5 points on the day for Shepard. 38% from 3. Most of the time, that one's going to go in. Little looking to test his luck from deep. The missile launcher finds its target. This is a MAC team that is sitting at 4-7 so far on the season. Just 1-0 in conference play, so not much has been going on there in their conference as of late. Shepard getting active, kicks it out. Here's the 3 ball, and that'll roll. Up and away from Keandre Rogers, the sophomore guard, averaging close to 6 points a night. A nice average 2 to 3 make type of guy, but Randolph looking to get going from deep. He's been pretty consistent, an average of 3 shots or so taken from beyond the arc per game. So whenever he makes it, it's pretty elite, because who says big guys can't shoot? Up and in, turned over, Will Little to take hold of this possession. Bobby Taylor to get it down court quick as Parker heaves it up for deep. Randolph, some bully ball, turns the corner. That one will fall. You know, he's kind of having a similar start like he did against Bob Jones, in which it was a cold first half, but man, that second was a blazing. Little in the 2v1. Heaves it over to Zephyr, who just lightly puts it in for a quick 2, and they take the lead. SWU 7 to Mac 6. Nico drafted out of Staten Island, New York to lead the charge here for the Mustangs. 7.1 points per game for him as we see the 3 from the big man Williams. Still trying to find his groove. I mentioned the earlier slump that he's been in. Taylor, the lefty, the former Newberry Wolf out of Clemson, South Carolina. The quick turn and shoot, and that'll fall. Easy said, easy done. Just took him a little second to get there. A few bit of fancy footwork will do the trick, though. Just like that, it's a 3-point lead for SWU. The deep ball trying to find some rhythm. Little gonna exchange attempts. We'll see the foul. Stuart Clow, the junior out of Hollywood, Florida, to be the receiver on the foul end, and we'll see 3 attempts from Little when we come back at the free throw line.
The legacy began in 1973. That was the year NCAA Division II was born. And since the very first day, our division has shaped generations of student athletes with a true sense of academics, athletics, and community. That is 5 decades of graduations, championships, teamwork, and personal development. 50 years of shaping student athletes into world-class leaders. NCAA Division II. Our division, our legacy.
Campuses nationwide, the NCAA is making transformative changes for student athletes. While they pursue their biggest dreams, we're launching new initiatives to help them. Life-changing education opportunities are just the start. The NCAA is providing enhanced mental health services. We're guaranteeing scholarships and tuition and expanding access to healthcare. Visit ncaa.org/change to learn more.
Back to the action, and by the action, I mean Will Little taking 3 attempts from the charity stripe. Little has been nothing shy of dominant from all over the court, especially the free throw line as of late. Back-to-back games, shooting more than 5 free throws. He was a perfect 5 for 5 against King in that just 9-point loss. At Bob Jones, he practically lived there, was 7 for 9. It's kind of the Swiss Army knife for this entire team. And scoring, of course, is easy for him, but also he gets in on the rebound game, gets his hands a little dirty. His biggest thing is, gotta keep the ball safe. Gotta cherish it like it's your baby. Over the past 3 games, 6 total turnovers for him. Just gotta really keep that puppy in your grasp. Deep 3, Shepard makes it count. Now just a 3-point game, 1 possession here, and Parker and Little look to take charge of SWU's side. into the game. Jamarcus McCray as well. He's been a big rim protector down low on the defensive. Haven't seen much offensive production, though, from the big man out of St. Petersburg. Taylor from mid-range. That won't fall. Hey, look at there. Defense to offense. McCray lets it slip. Bobby Taylor. Huge interception. The one-handed Odell type move. The quick kick down low. And that'll be right back in the hands of Max. We saw offense to defense, then back to offense, and now it's going to be defense for SWU. Just an unfortunate series of events. Got to be able to take care of the ball. It's been another problem with Randolph as the season has gone along. And that's hard to say because he's been one of the best in school history to walk on SWU's court. It's not too often that you have a guy that's averaging a double-double as Shepard got a heat check from deep. Quickly inbounded, or kept in bounds, I should say, and thrown up for three. This one will bounce a few times, and it'll be handed right over into the hands of SWU. But one of the problems here for Randolph as of late has been the turnover game. We saw it just slip out of his hands early on in that possession. And over the course of the past 4 games, 12 total turnovers. So that's going to be the key for him as well. He's got a long reach, and sometimes that comes with its cons. A lot of benefits, yet a few flaws as well. Malachi Cooper, the Columbia, South Carolina native, trying to get involved in the offensive scheme, and he's denied access. But it'll be given right back over into the hands of Parker, who was at one point the conference leader while he was at Toccoa Falls in assists in a season. Hasn't been as active, not really the quarterback of this team. There isn't really a true one. They all do their fair share of sharing the wealth in the easy right-handed dish in for Randolph. And he is right on the board, his first make of the day. Here comes Shepard. Charging through the alley. The foul will be called. We'll see it on Cooper. Cooper, who was a freshman standout so far this season, has not had limited minutes. He's been a guy that Coach Stites has been able to put in trust to be more of an obstacle than anything. He can be a scoring threat. We saw that against Bob Jones. He was 2 for 9 that game, but the 1 3-pointer he scored happened to be the momentum shifter. They're late in the second half of play. So from being a senior starter back in high school, winning a state championship at the 5A level, it's translating very well right now as Shepard launches one up. Wide open. That'll be good for the two-handed jam. McCray, the transfer from Lincoln Trail Community College, puts down the two-handed jam with ease. Those were his first points since Emmanuel. And it's been quite some time. That was the beginning of that 4-game homestand. Second game of that 4-game homestand. So it's been 2 appearances since he's seen any points find their way to the stat sheet. Ball in Little's hands now. Parker working off the screen, kicks it out wide. Open is McCray. Can't sink it. 5-point lead here for SWU. Shepard doing all the offensive work. He's fouled on the way up. Shepard started all 10 games he's appeared in this season. 68% from the line. We'll see how he does here. Just his 20th attempt was early on in this game. That was his 22nd. It'll be the lone game that he's been close to perfect now. He's 3 for 3 already in double digits, and we're not even 8 minutes into this matchup. Here comes Parker. Streamlining down the court. Great defense by Janai Williams. Out of Queens, New York. See it over towards Lewis, the London, UK freshman. Apologies, the junior out of London. Shepard still feeling like the hot hand, but he's denied by the rim. Kick back up. Here comes Lewis. The thing with Lewis is he plays it safe. He's a great shot selector. And most of his shots come from out wide. The earlier shot, denied. We'll see if he gets back on his feet here shortly. Is it a timeout? And we'll take it with him here on the Conference Carolinas Digital Network.
See, you went before that. Trying to have the trim or something. And his where should they see? Where my father greatest team the world has ever seen. Black FC, with my father greatest team the world has ever seen. West Coast FC, where my father greatest team the world has ever seen. Where my father greatest team the world has ever seen.
The action is here in historic Theisinger Gymnasium, home of the Southern Wesleyan Warriors, who sit at 4-10. Overall, they're 2-6 in Conference Carolinas play. And the best part about really them being at home is the record so far, 3-2 at home. It's always positive whenever you can return home and feel like you've got the advantage. And here, in Theisinger, it is loud. Randolph to take the inbound, and now it's Taylor. Big mismatch down low, the 6'11 Randolph, but he'll kick it out. The lefty, Taylor, will get hit by the crutch. Hurdle whistle blown, but it'll be Randolph to grab another rebound already. That'll be his 5th on the day. Here's Little going up tough. And that'll be swatted out from behind. Great defensive effort there from Mack. Going to work is Diaz. Diaz with the right hand just flings it up. Him against Randolph and Lewis. Little to take it away. Here comes Taylor. Taylor, the dribble drive. Trying to work around the defense, just chips it on over. And we'll see Randolph inbound it from just a few feet away. Taylor scanning, finds McCray. Gets a lay of the land. Slung to the corner from deep. McCray again. Tough rebound there by Williams. And Randolph trying to slice and dice through the trees. He'll get slapped down and he'll go to where he knows best. And that is the free throw line. 123 attempts so far. Just through 14 games. He's at 84 makes, 68% so far this season. Oh, it's so quiet that you could hear a pin drop here in Theisinger. Randolph, of course, has been a day one starter, transfer from Southeastern University down in Florida. I don't know what they had in the Florida water, but whatever it was, it did good for the likes of Randolph. 17 total attempts from the Cherry Stripe over the past 2 games. This is a SWU team that averages 18 attempts from the free throw line. They know how to draw fouls, and Randolph tries to swat it away, but it'll be the big man in Diaz to get some fancy footwork going and grab a few points. It's still a 3-point game here in Tysinger. Williams drives, loses his dribble. Recollected here from Taylor, who's got the screen from Randolph. McCray from deep. Bada bing, bada boom, give him 3. Janai Williams, 3.3 points per game. He's a low minutes guy, and oh my gosh. Not gonna want any minutes after that denial from Randolph. Talk about a mismatch there, but no foul called. He'll just be sent out of play, but Janai Williams, a guy that will get in there and toss up shots if the leash is extended for him. And by that I mean the more minutes he gets, the more shots he's gonna heave up. Not afraid to be a high volume shooter, even with the low minutes that he gets. And that'll be Shepard yet again, striking early. Already up to 15 points. He's got 15 of the 18. 21-18. SWU trying to extend the small lead they've got. Randolph gonna take it all the way. A spin move will do the trick. No answers yet for Jaquay Randolph. His 6 points of the evening. Him along with Little, both at 6 points apiece. Williams to Shepard. Shepard between the legs, handed right to the hands of Randolph. It's a 2v2 down low. McCray going up and flying to the rim. And grabs a quick 2 himself. We've surpassed that 10-minute mark about a minute and a half ago. This half flying by already. Williams scanning, gets a lay of the land. Williams forces the issue, but Williams picks it up and goes right in. The Williams on Williams matchup there. An interesting one. 25-20. McCray getting comfortable from the sweet spot. And that is out wide for him. Timeout called, yet another. Both these teams trying to recover and recuperate. It's been a bit of chaotic ball over the course of the last few minutes, and we'll see what happens coming out of this timeout. Man, I tell you what, I am more and more impressed by Southern Wesleyan University every day I'm here. The videography that they do, phenomenal. And just a great school overall, a Christ-like centerpiece, a great foundation, and a great education and athletics system. They're doing it right. Right now, SWU doing it right as they're ahead by 5 over the Mid-Atlantic Christian Mustangs. Mustangs having a hard time getting the engine going as Williams finds the crutch, nothing more. A three-point shooter that's trying to find his groove all season yet to hit that. It's 25-20. And of course, a bit more SWU news. Track and field over the weekend had a few top finishers, including Grady Clark, who finished first in the mile, and Dustin Scruggs, who finished first in the 600 meters. And of course, more SWU news to come as the seasons go along, and we're approaching that busy time of the year for athletics as women's lacrosse is back, and Will Little back like he never left, which he didn't. Just hadn't seen a few points from him in a few minutes, and glad to see him back on the stat sheet. Shepard loses it. On the way, Zephyr putting some jam on the bread. That was perfectly placed, and it's a 9-point lead for the Warriors.
The legacy began in 1973. That was the year NCAA Division II was born. And since the very first day, our division has shaped generations of student athletes with a true sense of academics, athletics, and community. That is 5 decades of graduations, championships, teamwork, and personal development. 50 years of shaping student athletes into world-class leaders. NCAA Division II. Our division, our legacy.
We welcome you back here to the action. It's 29-20. Let's go ahead and take a look back at that earlier replay of Zephyr with the phenomenal slam. Just hard to ask for better transitional offense. And Zephyr had to get a few steps in and then put down the hammer. And now it's back to an MAC possession. The big man moving and grooving. That's Williams, the and one. I tell you what, you don't see big men like that moving that way too often, and the size right now has been heavily in Mac's favor. Williams has taken 2 tough hits to the padding as this game has gone along. But, hey, made him count as he's gone to the free throw line twice now. We'll see how he gets it done here. Williams makes the 3-point play, and he's going to check out and head back to the bench. 29-23. Taylor to Zephyr. Working the play is Parker. Hudson Yarbrough has entered the game, the Hawaii Pacific transfer. Didn't see much action on the floor there. Looking to turn things around here at SWU. Zephyr, Superman. No calling a blocking foul. No charge awarded. Feet weren't set down low. So Zephyr, after the highlight reel play, to try and make it a 3-point play. They've already tumbled ahead by what could be 9 if Zephyr will make it just 2. Lots of Williams on the court. For this Mid-Atlantic Christian team, you've got Janai Williams, Terrence Williams, and Tyus Williams. Whether there's a relation there, don't know. But, safe to say, if you get confused, you know I probably am too. Here comes Little now. Little driving, finds Zephyr. Zephyr through contact, heaves it up, and that's perfect. Zephyr already a double-digit scoring game for him. We're not even through the first half yet. Williams, a product of Somerset Prep in his final year of eligibility. Rogers to Trafton. Trafton trying to get it done from deep. Up and in. Big man moves for the little guy, Keandre Rogers. Stuart Cloud checks in the game. His volume has really skyrocketed since Bowles left. At 11 points versus North Carolina A&T. It was his fourth 10-point or more game of the season. And Randolph to get the rebound. No three-point play for either side over the last two attempts. It's Parker now, leading the way. The lefty drains it. No need to call the plumber as the pipes have been fixed. 36-25 here for Tyus Williams, the big man. Nice move. Get it, got it, could. I tell you what, we're in a generation where big men can move like small guards, and it is phenomenal to watch. Here comes Little. Working through the pressure. No whistle called. Parker all alone in the paint. He'll make him pay for it. 9-point lead. 11-point lead here for SWU. I was a communications major, remember that. Math, not my strong suit, but Little adds 3 to the table, and I know what math that leads to, and that's going to be 41-27, courtesy of Little. Little 11 points now leads the floor for the Warriors. Trafton under pressure. He's got 10 seconds to shoot here. Guarded by both Randolph, but heaves it over to Williams. The hezzy step. Oh, what a move! Flies right by Randolph. I tell you what, the big man making waves. Little shimmy and shaking, high arcing shot will go. Areta. Williams, quick trigger 3. Parker brings it down. Quick on his feet. Kicks it out, Yarborough. Taylor. That flight is direct. Give him 3 yet again. Bobby Taylor. 3 machine he was against Bob Jones. He was 3 for 5 then, went back to the single digits against King. We'll see some trippage there from Rogers. And just like that, 46-29, quite the lead here for SWU. We'll take a break here, catch our breath, and they will too. See ya.
Campuses nationwide, the NCAA is making transformative changes for student athletes. While they pursue their biggest dreams, we're launching new initiatives to help them. Life-changing education opportunities are just the start. The NCAA is providing enhanced mental health services. We're guaranteeing scholarships and tuition and expanding access to healthcare. Visit ncaa.org/change to learn more.
We are back here, and SWU has taken over. It's a 46-29 game here in historic Theisinger Stadium. If they can leave this four-game home stretch 3-1, that would be huge. As the season goes along, we're getting deeper and deeper into conference play. While this is a non-conference matchup for SWU, they still need the momentum as they head to Ferrum. And then they'll come back for a three-game homestead, all conference play alike. Shorter, Mount Olive, and Young Harris all going to be here in Central South Carolina as we look towards a Randolph free throw. A couple of tries with a little more than 2 minutes to go here in the first half of play. A few bounces, but that'll go. Just think, let me put this into perspective for you. Randolph, 123 attempts coming into the game. The closest one to him after that is Will Little with 66. So basically, Randolph has had double the attempts as the other top free throw attempter. Just shows how involved he is in the paint game. Williams, little shuffle step, but his dance is denied. Less than 2 minutes to go. Here comes Little. Round the arc he goes. Malachi Cooper is checked in the game. Slingshot of a pass. Out wide. No good. Denied access there for Kenyon Addy. The floater, teardrop. And that tear will be wiped away. Williams around the lane. Shot won't count. They'll call the foul, and the inbound to not happen. We'll see both teams with 7 fouls apiece, and now it is the bonus. So 2 shots to be awarded for each and every foul that goes either way today. Williams cashes in. And Camp the second time around. Nice rebounding presence from Drafted, and he'll take a trip to the line himself. Coach Dr. Stites in his first season, and yes, you heard me, Dr. Stites, a former U.S. Air Force captain, also a longtime dentist as well. Nearly 13 years of head coach experience being brought here for the first time in SWU. You could tell that not too happy with the foul trouble his team's getting into. And we'll see the reach in from Williams. He accepts it, not too happy about it. Williams just his first of the day. One of the multiple Williams on this squad. Parker heaves it up, and right down it goes. Parker just his 18th attempt from the charity stripe, but he's shooting 77%. Apologies, his 23rd and now 24th attempt. That was his 18th and 19th make. Timeout called. We'll take it with him here on the Conference Carolinas Digital Network. Less than a minute and a half to go.
You went before that.
Trying to have them through or something?
And his West.
West Shore FC, where by far the greatest team the world has ever seen. Black Warriors FC, where by far the greatest team the world has ever seen. West Shore FC, where by far the greatest team
the world has ever legacy.
Right after the Josh Parker free throws, we find ourselves with an inbound, and it's going way of Mid-Atlantic Christian. So far this season, averaging 77 points per game. Last two games, they've been held to less than 55 for both. The kick low, denied access. Nothing going. But they get another chance. The offensive rebounds aren't there, and fourth time could be the charm here for Mid-Atlantic Christian. They've got 16 on the shot clock. Rocketing through the lane. We'll see a three-point play. Potential for it. That was Janai Williams, his fourth points of the day, looking to make it 5. Right off the front iron, that one was hard to watch. 30 seconds to go here on the Conference Carolinas Digital Network. Parker guarded by Williams. There'll be a 5-second differential between shot clock, game clock. Less than 10 to shoot. Parker's got to get going. Guillaume out wide, nowhere close. And that will be your first half of play. 50-35, the 15-point lead, courtesy of SWU. We'll see how they handle the second half now. Can they hold on, or will Mac get hot? We'll see you when it happens.
Life, things aren't scripted.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and translate those skills to officiating.
You can get a lot out of it.
It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativities.
Set us apart. We daily work to build champions in body, mind, and soul. It's who we are. This is Conference Carolina.
The legacy began in 1973. That was the year NCAA Division II was born. And since the very first day, our division has shaped generations of student athletes with a true sense of academics, athletics, and community. That is 5 decades of graduations, championships, teamwork, and personal development. 50 years of shaping student athletes into world-class leaders. NCAA Division II. Our division, our legacy.
campuses nationwide, the NCAA is making transformative changes for student athletes. While they pursue their biggest dreams, we're launching new initiatives to help them. Life-changing education opportunities are just the start. The NCAA is providing enhanced mental health services. We're guaranteeing scholarships and tuition and expanding access to healthcare. Visit ncaa.org/change to learn more.
This halftime report brought to you by the Conference Carolinas Digital Network. It's 50-35, a 15-point game, as Southern Wesleyan leads the way. And you can tell that it has been done from the paint. Obviously, the 21 rebounds is just a 3-rebound margin right now in favor of Southern Wesleyan, but they're getting it done scoring-wise. 18 for 37. The volume of shots has been absurd. Living at the line, they are 9 for 10 already, and hey, a nice amount of three-point attempts. They're hoping more will go their way come way of the second half. Right now, it needs to be a more share-the-ball mindset for Mid-Atlantic Christian, and the volume has got to be there. They can't be scared to shoot. They have the size advantage, width-wise. You can definitely tell these guys are more heftier, but right now, SWU has the height advantage, especially if you look at the 6'11 Randolph, and that shows in the rebound margin. Got to hold on to the ball a bit more. And with that being said, that's your halftime report here on the SWU Sports Network. We'll see you on the other side for the second half in about 10 minutes.
The legacy began in 1973. That was the year NCAA Division II was born. And since the very first day, our division has shaped generations of student athletes with a true sense of academics, athletics, and community. That is 5 decades of graduations, championships, teamwork, and personal development. 50 years of shaping student athletes into world-class leaders. NCAA Division II. Our division, our legacy.
Life, things aren't scripted.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and translate those skills to officiating.
You can get a lot out of it.
It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativities.
Our virtues set us apart. We daily work to build champions in body, mind, and soul. It's who we are. This is Conference Carolina.
The legacy began in 1973. That was the year NCAA Division II was born. And since the very first day, our division has shaped generations of student athletes with a true sense of academics, athletics, and community. That is 5 decades of graduations, championships, teamwork, and personal development. 50 years of shaping student athletes into world-class leaders. NCAA Division II. Our division, our legacy.
On campuses nationwide, the NCAA is making transformative changes for student athletes. While they pursue their biggest dreams, we're launching new initiatives to help them. Life-changing education opportunities are just the start. The NCAA is providing enhanced mental health services. We're guaranteeing scholarships and tuition and expanding access to healthcare. Visit ncaa.org/change.
We welcome you back here to a 15-point game, and it is the SWU Warriors, who are the current home defenders and have had the lead for a majority of this game. Right now, Mid-Atlantic Christian 0 for 3 over the past 3 attempts that they've got. Right now, shooting 38% from the field. It's not awful. They've never shot below 35% from the field this season. Quick start and a quick 2 won't fall. We are underway here in the second half of play on the Conference Carolinas Digital Network. My name's Colin Calvert. Glad to have you here with us. You can follow me and this commentator journey at Calvert Commentary as we see Will Little trying to open up the scoring for the Warriors. And they are fighting their hearts out here as Parker gets a hand in there, but the quick toss-up will go. That time, it'll be Rogers. All it takes is a quick dish down low and a little bit of confusion and chaos called for SWU to get off their feet. First minute points going way of the Mustangs. And hey, they're going to try for some more. Up and in, that'll go for Trafton. The product out of Bishop Laughlin High School. 51% from the field, 1 out of 2 times he's going to make that. Parker thought about pulling up from deep. The no-look pass, Zephyr. On to Parker, high arcing jump shot from deep. Give him triple. Williams, hop, skip, and a jump, the dump off, and it's Clown now. On to Williams. Hey, I told you, the key to this game for Mac would be to value your teammates, give them the ball more, start moving it around the court as much as you can. Here comes Little. Working, but the pressure pushes him outside the key. That one won't fall for McCray. But hey, he's got it back on the defensive side. Soars up and over. Williams down for the count. A bit of tangling of bodies down in the paint. The blocking foul on Trafton. So now it'll be Jamarcus McCray. 7 points already on his early evening here in Central. Seeking double digits, and last time he saw it was against Erskine. He had 12 in the 21 minutes he played, and I told you he's very conservative with the way that he shoots, but he was 4 for 5 that day and 4 for 4 from the charity stripe. He'll miss here. And he'll be 1 for 2 on the day. Shepard, who was the hot hand early and remains leading Mid-Atlantic Christian in points. He's got 15 to dump off. Trafton from Williams. The low-hanging dish. The Mustangs still in it. Now it's up to the defensive effort. Parker left uncontested. Randolph. To me, looked like a textbook boxing out Randolph, just a lengthy guy. Ended up drawing the foul, I believe, just because of his height. Parker, the quick inbound. Working off the screen from mid-range, he'll kick it out. Little, between the legs, drives the alley. Ball up in the air, it's loose. Parker comes down with it. He's speedy. He's got 1 second to go. That'll flush out. Ball wobbling around the court. Here's Trafton. In trouble on an island. Kicks it out. The SOS signal was answered. Now it's Cloud. Cross court finds Williams. And now in the reliable hands of Shepard. Shepard, 5 to shoot, kicks it to Williams. Williams up and under, no good. Very vocal is this Mustang team. The communication is top tier. Little says, I'll take it myself. And that he does. Give him 3 more on the day. 16 points, 5 for 9. Speaking of 5 for 9, there will be no 9 to 5 for Will Little if he keeps playing the way that he is. Up and over the hanging hook shot. Will fall eventually in the hands of Parker, who dishes it out. And that's Zephyr who can't hold on to it. That will roll, the finger rolling lay. Good for 2. Down by 12 now. Three Warriors in double digits. Zephyr is one of them. He's got 10, trying to make it 12, won't go. Randolph now, who's got just 8, but already 12 rebounds. 2 more points, he'll have his 13th double-double of the season. Will it happen? We'll see here in just a few minutes. We welcome you back here to Southern Wesleyan University. You're in Central South Carolina, one of the oldest schools in the upstate. Founded in the mid-1800s and has, well, stayed. Not too often are you surviving 150-plus years as an institution, but Southern Wesleyan does it right. A Christ-centered focus, great athletics, and great education is what they bring to the table. 57-45 here. Southern Wesleyan leads the way over Mid-Atlantic Christian. Parker to inbound. Randolph scoops it up and takes it in. Mid-Atlantic Christian, part of the INSEC, the new South Atlantic Conference. Oh, nice. The fadeaway goes good for 2. The green light is on for Mackey. Parker tries to get it going, and the attempted up and up won't fall. We'll see Zephyr with the offensive foul. We'll call him for the push. Coach Dr. Stites. Jaw dropped. Of course, I don't know how new this new South Athletic Conference is. But the Elizabeth City natives out of North Carolina trying to do their due diligence. Here's Williams. With less than 10 to go, the dribble drive, he'll retreat back. Randolph, his defender, he's got less than 3 to shoot. Got to do something. Pops it up, tries to tip it off the hand of Randolph, and with 1 second to go, it will be him taking a trip to the line, shooting 2. Second time tonight he's made that trip. He's already 2 for 4. 8 points, looking to make it 10 now, if he can sink both. Makes the first. It's usually the second that can't fall. We'll see how that goes here, if history repeats itself. And the second will fall. Makes me eat my words. It's a 10-point game, ladies and gentlemen. It just gets better and better. Parker on to Little. Little feeling the hot hand right now, and it turns cold quick. Good transition ball. Speeding down the court is the likes of Shepard. Phenomenal outlet pass there by Thompson. Read it perfectly, and now it's within 8. McCray can't finish at the rim. Second time's a charm. Grabs his own rebound. You know what they say, if you can't get it on the first time, try again. 51-61. Williams. That one to be called on the ground. Williams to inbound. One of the many on Williams. Diaz checks in, a bit of extra size there on the court. The big man. Him and Randolph going to go at it down low. Shepard, shimmy and shake. Can't get that one to go. Shepard already 4 for 7 now on the evening. 3 for 6 from deep. Parker works off the screen. The slingshot pass finds Little. Popped out. Randolph up, the turnaround goes. Easy said, easy done. Jaquay Randolph, he's elite. Shepard. Diaz. That'll be a foul on Addy. One of his first appearances in quite some time. Just a few minutes against King, but had himself a decent game. He was 2 for 4 from the field. Got to watch out for the fouls. He had 2 against King as well. Don't want to get into foul trouble in the good minutes that you're getting. Kicked out towards him. He'll fling it sideways. Williams up, and that won't go. No good for the Georgia native, but hey, there's the likes of Randolph to clean up the mess. Randolph feels uncharacteristic for us to say that he hasn't seen the line much today, but he really hasn't. This is just his 5th attempt. But he's already got 14 points, 15 rebounds. Just crazy to me that he matched his rebounds to his points last game, 19 and 19. So now that's 13 double-doubles. Whatever the record is for the program has definitely been broken. Diaz up and over the 6'11" Randolph. And he'll grab that one down, but not without a bit of pressure. So 1v3 down low. Addy. Nice 3. Now they're up by 15. That'll be a foul each and every day. As we saw the likes of Williams just slap the arm down, and we have ourselves a break coming up. 15-point game, less than 11 and a half minutes to go. We'll see you soon.
Life, things aren't scripted.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and translate those skills to officiating.
You can get a lot out of it.
It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativities.
Our virtues set us apart. We daily work to build champions in body, mind, and soul. It's who we are. This is Conference Carolina.
Back after the break to a 68-53 game. Yet at halftime it was 15, and SWU wants to be consistent with that score lead. And they now make it 16. 69-53. 11 and a half minutes to go. And we'll go ahead and take a look at the upcoming schedule for both teams. First, we'll start with the visiting Mustangs. They're going to take on Warren Wilson, Barber Scotia. Those both to be at home, and then a few more games coming down the way at South Carolina State and at Lighthouse. And those are just the next 4 games upcoming for this MAC-U team. And then for your SWU Warriors, after this one, they'll jump right back into conference play against Ferrum, Shorter, Mount Olive, Young Harris, and Francis Mary. And after that, it's just 7 more games to wrap out February. And then it's going to be Conference Carolina's tournament play. The inbound here for Cooper. The freshman out of Columbia, South Carolina, finds Randolph. McCray, nothing going. Shepard drives, draws the foul. Shepard, a perfect 4 for 4, now 5 for 5 from the line. We'll see if he continues that streak. Up and in. Make it 6 for 6, 70 to 57. Trying to change the tempo of this game is SWU. They want to slow down, take chunks out of the clock at a time. Cooper from distance. The grenade will blow. 73-57. Shepard turns the corner right through the defense. He goes, flinks it up on a hope and a prayer. That's up and over the rim. The quick 3 finds nothing but air for the likes of Kenyon Addy. That one touched clouds. Here's a chance for Cooper now. Euro step all the way. Timeout called by MAC-U. We'll take it with him here on the Conference Carolina's Digital Network.
The legacy began in 1973. That was the year NCAA Division II was born. And since the very first day, our division has shaped generations of student athletes with a true sense of academics, athletics, and community. That is 5 decades of graduations, championships, teamwork, and personal development. 50 years of shaping student athletes into world-class leaders. NCAA Division II. Our division, our legacy.
(75-57) timeout taken by head coach Charles Sims in his 3rd year as head coach, but 11th total year with Mackey. He spent 8 years as an assistant, a former military veteran, 23 years of military experience, a bronze badge as well. We got to thank him for his service to the country, him along with head coach Dr. Joel Stites. Both veterans, both served their country and served it well, and are now doing their due diligence here on the court, coaching the games that they love. Drafting, spinning, searching, looks out wide for Williams. The big man trying to shake and bake, lost his dribble in the process. SWU with 2 more points can make it a 20-point game. Williams trying to cut down the deficit. Few dribbles. Ooh, man, talk about a quick 2. Here's Cooper in a bit of trouble, has it swatted away from him. Cloud, quick hands, got the job done. Here comes Williams working on Randolph. Williams sends it up, and man, he's on a hot streak now. The 7th point, and he's got a 3-for-4 clip. Just in 10 minutes that he's played, he's had himself quite the impact. Apologies, now 14 points for Williams, 5 for 9 clip. Totally misread that one. So many Williams on the stat book, sometimes it's hard to keep up. Into the game comes Parker. Clow scanning. Apologies, that was Hernandez trying to get to work in the paint. 8 minutes to go. Within 14 is Mackey. Malachi Cooper has it stolen away. Hernandez on the run, dishes it down low, finds Williams, kicked out. We'll see the cross-court heave. It's Skinner now. Skinner from just outside the paint. They'll give it over to SWU. Luciever's right, makes his call definitive. Timeout called. We'll take it with them. 75-61 here on Conference Carolina's Digital Network.
Campuses nationwide, the NCAA is making transformative changes for student athletes. While they pursue their biggest dreams, we're launching new initiatives to help them. Life-changing education opportunities are just the start. The NCAA is providing enhanced mental health services. We're guaranteeing scholarships and tuition and expanding access to healthcare. Visit ncaa.org/change to learn more.
And it's that time here at SWU as the second half is winding down. Less than 8 minutes to go. Ball in the hands of the Warriors. They've got 30 seconds to get it down court and up and in the netting. This is the first ever match between these two teams, and man, they have made it entertaining. Both teams come in just a few wins apiece. This is a big, proving you got it type team. Drafted. One of the most consistent shooters on this team, 51%. The no-look dish, hop, skip, and a jump. Won't fall there for Clow. Randolph, Euro, loses it. That's the thing with him. Sometimes he's got butterfingers, but he'll be rewarded with a few free throw opportunities. Conference Carolina's Defensive Player of the Week, Jaquay Randolph. 63 rebounds just over the course of this week. He's already got 16 tonight. Got that one to go. Of course, you go and you look at the Conference Carolina's standings so far. And if you didn't know this, you're just now tuning into the Conference Carolinas as a whole. They go based on divisions. So for basketball, there are 3 different divisions. There's your East, Northwest, and Southwest. And it's a Southern Wesleyan team that competes in the Southwest. That's right now dominated by Young Harris. Currently 10-5 overall, 6-1 conference record. They're 3-0 in the division, but SWU has a chance to upset them here at home in just a few weeks. That'll be on the 27th of January. Randolph, yet again, now 17 points, 17 rebounds for the former Flame at Southeastern University. So the Southwest Division has Young Harris, Shorter, Emmanuel, Southern Wesleyan, and Erskine, all ranked in that order. Right now atop the East is UNC Pembroke with an overall record of 8-6, and Belmont Abbey of the Northwest with just a 5-8 overall record, but they've dominated in conference play. 3-4, but 3-1 in their division. Williams with the right hand. That'll soar up and above the rim. 6.5 minutes to go. Plenty of time. Up and that'll float. Will Little gets air. Southern Wesleyan number 4 in the Southwest out of 5. Erskine has not found any luck this season. They're 0-10. They're at the bottom. The 3 ball from the big man Cloud. His second attempt goes unanswered. Flung up top for McCray. And now it's Lewis. Lewis, the sidestep 2. That'll go. He had a season high 6 against Erskine. And that was his first points of the day, so he's a third of the way there. Again, like I said, plays it safe, good shot selection. And closing on that 5.5-minute mark. A 21-point lead here for SWU. McHugh has had a tough time here in this second half of play. The step back 3, that one off by just a hair. What's crazy to me is the fact that right now McHugh is shooting phenomenal. 46% from the field here in this second half of play. The reversal will go. That reverses right on in. And that was Trafton. I talk about how he's one of the most consistent shooters on this team. Proves it almost each and every time he handles the ball. Yarborough's entered the game. Sets a screen for Lewis. That one will go awry. Clow heaves it up. Don't know if that was an alley-oop for Williams. Guess we'll never know. Both teams shooting in the upper 40%. Both with 11 makes apiece. Parker to Yarborough. Finds Lewis on the baseline at the doorstep. It's Little now. That one almost finds the hand of a Mustang. Back to Little. Drives, spins, shoots. That will find the outside of the netting. Trafton and Lewis in a hand fight for it. Trafton to win it, but he's blocked by Lewis. And that'll bring about a foul for Trafton, the Staten Island, New York native. 77% at the free throw line. He has lived there. More on that when we come back. 82-63.
Life, things aren't scripted.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and translate those skills to officiating.
You can get a lot out of it.
It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativities.
Set us apart. We daily work to build champions in body, mind, and soul.
The time has come, and it's the less than 4-minute mark. That was a quick media timeout, and talked to you all about the Conference of Carolinas, but we've talked to you a lot about SWU. Of course, a lot of great athletics coming your way here soon. Women's lacrosse to start back up. They're on the 31st as they go on to scrimmage Brevard up in North Carolina. Then baseball set to begin alongside softball as well. So plenty of good coming to the SWU campus. And of course, track and field. Yarborough now. Lewis eventually finds Parker. He hesitates. Yarborough slings it. Guillerme. Cooper looking, searching, can't find two. Up and over. Big time play there for Petty as he goes right over the back of Parker. Parker guarded by Williams. Finds Yarborough. 3 minutes to go. The three won't fall. Guillaume, the big man, trying to get in on the three-point action today. He's trying to find the 10th make of SWU's day from beyond the arc. Drafted, finds his face in the padding. 2:45 to go. Drafted. Like I said, lives at the line, yet he hasn't been home since the North Carolina A&T game. That was the last time he made a free throw. Of course, makes one there. And so far tonight, he's now 3 for 5, but he was 5 for 6 against North Carolina Central, or Wesleyan, that was. Lots of different North Carolina teams they played. They played North Carolina Wesleyan, North Carolina Central, North Carolina A&T. How many words can you slap right behind North Carolina? Yarborough, the big man, working. Can't find two, and Cooper tries. He'll take a trip to the line. 82-67, 2.5 minutes. Cooper finds nothing. So his first two attempts, he'll go 50%. His 6th point of the day. Another start for Malachi Cooper on the season. And a quick response by McHugh. That 2-minute mark coming your way here on the Conference Carolinas Digital Network. Working off the screen from Yarborough is Cooper. He's guarded by Williams. Guillaume to Williams. Williams trying from deep, and that won't go in again. Guillaume, the right-handed hook shot, won't fall. Minute 45 to go. Wow, tough bucket. And that'll be Skinner for his first 2 points. And man, were they a first couple of 2 points. Nicely played. That one called just shot creation. Cooper with the final minute 20. They'll call it on Skinner. Cooper to shoot 2. Was 50% from the line last time he made his way out. Now 2 for 3. Let's see what he can do here. One minute to go. Of course, apologies about our scorebook. It is 85-71 right now, and make that 74. Williams drains the 3. That'll be 8 points on his evening. Final 45 seconds coming your way. It's 85-74. Now at the 40-second mark. Yarborough. Witcher has entered the game. Cooper, contested 3, knocks it down. So now 88-74, no shot clock remains. SWU grabs yet another win on the season. Slung up, and they'll hold on to it for as long as they can. Popped away, and that'll do it, ladies and gentlemen. SWU grabs another win, bringing them to 5-10 on the season, and a big win against the Mac Mustangs. And that'll do it here for us on the Conference Carolinas Digital Network. My name's Colin Calvert, and it was a pleasure having you here. For all of you watching, God bless, good luck, and good night.